country in the world, and it is worth fighting for. It is worth bleeding for, and if it takes it, it's worth dying for the greatest country that this world has ever seen.
All right. What's going on, America? It is good to be back. I had a fantastic vacation. Heard you guys came out and showed out yesterday, so thank you very much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we had an episode planned, and we had the way that we wanted it to go. And as most of you have probably heard, Ukraine has officially and formally launched, I believe it's 6 U.S. missiles striking into Russia, prompting World War III concerns across the board. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and ask you to hit that like button and hit that follow button and hit the share button now far and wide, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. And unfortunately, my worst fears are kind of coming to life here. I've been thinking to myself, how do you stop President Trump from being able to rid the swamp, from being able to fix America? And the answer to that would be you force him to become a wartime president, because you start World War III before he even takes the oath of office on Inauguration Day. If you agree that that's what they're trying to do, comment yes or no in the chat right now. I want to see the chat blow up. Let's go ahead and introduce everybody, and then we're going to get into this right off the bat here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have I am proud to be an American citizen.
A new one.
I hate Harry Sisson.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, not Mexican Cartel Tony.
That's pretty. He's getting pretty good with his rhymes over there. Like he's
pretty
just
good.
popping them off.
That was completely accidental.
Yeah,
It just just straight out of the butt.
No,
I
you know
pulled
what?
that
I
one
think
down.
all weekend you were like, all right, what can I make
what
rhyme
can
for
I-
Tony's name?
I'm pretty
What
sure
can I
he has
say?
a Tony notebook.
I think he does somewhere. He's
Up
just
next, we've got I have beard, have no fear. Producer Royce is here.
What up? I do have beard. And I finally got a rhyme. I don't
Yeah.
normally get a rhyme.
I know. I didn't mean to do that one either. That one rhymed
Yeah.
as well.
Rhymed
And of course,
something.
everybody's favorite redneck, he gets no rhyme. Hot Seat Todd is here.
Nothing rhymes with redneck. I mean, whatever.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is very serious. I'm going to go ahead and do this right now. We're going to go ahead and get our first sponsor out of the way, and that's the Wellness Company. Ladies and gentlemen, I've told you, and I've told you time and time and time again. And I watched. We talked to you about this yesterday, and I watched. Not a single one of you purchased the Wellness Company yesterday. Now, look, that's you. You're an American. You can do whatever you want to do. I have told you that I have told you that I have told you. If you think that these evil proverbial vampires are just going to let Donald Trump walk up to Inauguration Day and make America great again without a fight, you are not paying attention to the evil that we are dealing with. Ladies and gentlemen, this is on purpose. Okay? This is on purpose. We're going to break it down to you here in a minute what's going on with this Ukraine striking Russia with U.S. missiles. Vladimir Putin is now saying that he is lowering the bar to what constitutes a nuclear response by Russia. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you stop President Trump from achieving his agenda? You make him. You force him to become a wartime president. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to stock up on life-saving medications right now. If you're at a point where you're like, oh, Graham, you're just warmongering, you're just fear-mongering, all this other kind of stuff, hey, man, that's on you. I love you guys. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want to do. As for me and mine, we got our medications from the Wellness Company by going to twc.health/Graham. That's not no, that's a real thing. We went there, we filled it out. The doctors called us. We got the prescriptions. They sent it right to our door across the way. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, they've got the medical emergency kit. They've got the first aid kit. They got the contagion kit. They got the kids kit. If your kids need EpiPens, all this stuff, ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, antibiotics across the board. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that this is the play. They're going to start World War III before Donald Trump gets into office. So I'm begging you right now, for your family, go check it out. Go to twc.health/Graham right now. Promo code Graham's going to save you $30. plus free shipping. If you're on Rumble, the link is pinned in the chat, okay? Promise me that you're going to go check it out. If you can't buy it, fine, but promise me that you'll do something for your family here because crap's fitting to get real right now. It's getting real right this second. Promise me in the chat that you're going to go check it out. The Wellness Company, twc.health/Graham. All right, let's get into this stuff. All right, this is breaking news here. Not news that we wanted to report today. Definitely not the direction we thought the episode was going to go. But through the night, Russia claims that Ukraine has attacked it using U.S.-made missiles. Signals that it is ready for a nuclear response. There you go. Dow futures tumble 400 points as Ukraine-Russia tensions increase. Again, that's a good time for Birch Gold. We'll get into that in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, what did I say? What did I say? Your money's not safe. They're going to do something. Remember when I said this? How many times does the redneck from Mississippi have to be right? And I don't like to be right about this stuff, but guys, evil is not just going to hand it over. They're not going to just do it. They're not going to do it. All right, let's read this a little bit. I want to read a little bit of this report here because we're all kind of catching up a little bit as we go. All right, Moscow signaled to the West that it's ready for a nuclear confrontation after Ukraine was given permission to attack Russian territory. Who gave them the permission, you might ask? Well, it would be the outgoing presidential administration, of course. Kyiv appeared to waste little time after reportedly being given the go-ahead by Washington Sunday to use U.S.-made ATACMS missiles against specific targets. Ukrainian news outlets reported early Tuesday that the missiles had been used to attack a Russian military facility in the whatever that border region is. If you believe that Biden regimes did this on purpose, comment yes or no in the chat right now. And if you're not hitting that like button, you're not sharing this with your fellow American, you are making a grave mistake. You need to share this far and wide. If you believe that they're doing this on purpose, comment yes or no. Quote, its fragments fell on the technical territory of a military facility in the Bryansk region, causing a fire that was quickly extinguished. There were no casualties on damage. Now, here's another thing. There's no casualties, but yet Vladimir Putin's ready to go to nuclear war over it. Why? Don't worry, we're going to get to it. You need to go to twc.health/Graham right now. That's twc.health/Graham right now. twc.health/Graham right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I am trying to help you here. You can only be an unconquerable society if you're prepared, and it's only going to get worse. Let's go to Putin's response here. Let's see. There we go. All right, there we go. Putin has just lowered the bar. He signed it into law. He just lowered the bar for what would justify a nuclear strike. The world is now closer to World War III. The move came because U.S. long-range missiles are being used by Ukraine on Russia. Now, Russia has authorized itself to use nukes even on non-nuclear state if a nuclear entity is backing them, meaning us. That's what that means.
Yeah.
What I say long time ago when all this crap started, I said it doesn't matter who actually fires the missiles. If the missiles come from America or America allows it to happen, Russia's going to consider that America doing it.
We talked about this on the show yesterday, and we all said we all think Putin is an evil dictator. We get all that. But what we're also saying is that, I mean, he is being not attacked. I mean, obviously they invaded Ukraine first, but they are striking him with our missiles. So, I mean, what is he going to do? I mean, what would you do if you were Putin?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. Biden is doing every single thing possible to make Putin drop a nuke.
To antagonize him.
Look, let's just call it what it is. The Biden administration is doing everything possible. You can say what you want to about Putin, and we're not Putin apologists here, but I mean, a world leader is a world leader. Like, if Russia was helping, I don't know, Britain attack us or something like that, what are we supposed to do? We're just supposed to sit there and take it? No, we'd be nuking everybody.
We've already done it. I mean, we went after Iraq for helping to fund and help out Al Qaeda in Afghanistan for 9/11. Like, so we've already done it.
Yes. No, I know. Exactly.
So that's exactly what Putin's going to do.
Here's the interesting thing to me, and this is something that I found last minute. It's our good friend Jack Posobiec here. He posted this, and this is something that's very interesting to me. Check this out. Ukraine has used U.S. long-range missiles to strike within Russia for the first time. Can we go down to the little map here? There it is. So apparently, after this 3-year war to end all wars, Ukraine, for the first time, has struck with missiles inside of Russian territory. You tell me that this isn't on purpose. You know how I said this is a fake war? It's a fake war. If you believe that it was a fake war, comment yes or no in the comment section. This is even more proof. They've been at the war to end all wars for 3 years, and this is the first time Ukraine has struck inside of Russian territory with a missile? And we just are supposed to believe mere days after the U.S. said, oh, yeah, Ukraine, you can go ahead and bomb Russia with our missiles. You can go ahead and do that. How do you stop President Trump? Riddle me this. How do you stop President Trump from being the greatest president in the world and to fix America? You force him to have to be a wartime president.
Got to admit, this is a beautiful play by the left. I mean, it's a scary one, but it's a beautiful one. If you think for 1 second, the scary part is right now, everybody's like, well, Donald Trump can get on the phone. No, he can't. I mean, I'm sorry. Trump's a powerful dude, but he's not even that powerful because if you're yeah, go ahead. If you're a world leader at this point, if you're in Putin's position, are you listening to anything that Trump has to say right now? I'm going to be like, Trump, I like you, dog, but you're not the president. Your current president is authorizing all this. I'm dealing with him. I'll deal with you in January.
Yeah, exactly. And so look at this. It doesn't matter how many phone calls President Trump makes. If we continue to allow Ukraine to attack Russia with our weapons, these two countries are going to fight based on what's currently happening. Hey, hold on 2 months. Hold on 2 months, and then I'll be in charge, and then I'll stop it. Whoa! I'm not waiting 2 months while they're sending missiles at us right now.
Citizens, no.
And again, no, but see, that's the point. They don't even have to kill citizens. This didn't hurt nobody. But Russia don't need it to hurt. Look, Russia's a bad place. Here's another thing. People forget that both Russia and Ukraine are bad places. They're both bad. Both of them are bad. Guess what else cannot happen in Ukraine while they're at war? Anybody know? Anybody know? What? In Ukraine, they're not allowed to hold presidential elections.
Oh, yeah. No, he stopped that.
During wartime. During wartime, they're not allowed to hold presidential elections. Yeah, Trump's a dictator, but Zelensky is like, we're in war. We can't vote for new president.
How long has Putin been in charge? Long time, right?
Forever.
A minute.
Yeah. I mean, almost his whole life. Let's just
it's birth.
Again, the point of the matter is this, and this is what we're trying to get you guys to realize, and we're going to keep monitoring this stuff, but this is bad. That's why you need to hit the like button. You need to share this far and wide because people need to know what's going on. We're first in the news day here. We're the first show in the news day. This is going to amp up. This is going to speed up as we go on. We've become so numb to this war that here's what concerns me a little bit. When we won the presidency, when we won the popular vote, the House and the Senate, we told everybody, hey, this is a huge win. It's a huge win. But this was a battle win. We did not win the war. The war is still happening. Put it into baseball for a second. Okay, we were in the championship series for the NLCS or whatever it was. We went to Game 7. We did a homer at the bottom of the ninth. We won. Everybody's celebrating. Everybody's this. Well, now we got the World Series to play. We didn't win it all yet. We're now in the World Series of this thing, and some of y'all are acting as though that it's over, and now we won. And that's not the case. And evil is going to fight back. Evil is going to do this. Literally, we just showed it to you. The Dow is down 400 points right now at 9 o'clock in the morning because of what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. Which brings us to our friends over at Birch Gold. Ladies and gentlemen, we know you guys get tired of us talking about this, but we talk to you about it because it is true. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to please text the word Graham. That's GRAHAM to 989898 right now. You need to protect your family by protecting your money. The best way to look, maybe it's not for you. Maybe you can't afford it or whatever. I honestly don't care because it costs you nothing to text the word Graham to 989898 so you can get a free information kit on how you can protect your money and therefore protect your family in uncertain worlds and uncertain timeframes. I need us to get out of this we won mindset. You got to get out of it. There's too many people that are acting like we won. No, we won a battle. We haven't won the war. The war is not over yet, and it's only going to get even more hostile now. Please, I'm begging you, ladies and gentlemen, for your family. For your family. I don't get a commission off you guys clicking this. Like, I don't make no more money whether 10 of you go or whether 10,000 of you go. I'm asking you. We've had so many people in the chat. So many people you know talk about how the wellness company has helped them. You need to go to twc.health/Graham. Get that right now. We've had so many people in the chat talk about how much Birch Gold has helped them. You need to text the word Graham, that's GRAHAM, to 989898 right now. Please, free information is vital information. And this crap is only going to continue, and it's only going to get worse. So please go and text that right now and support these sponsors. Go, Todd.
I have a thought, and this is for you three guys. So check this out. I was thinking about this when I saw this when I woke up this morning. A lot of people are asking, why is Biden doing this? Why did Biden authorize this late in the game? We've talked a little bit about it, but I want to bring a different level angle at this. So if this war kicks off, and the real war kicks off, with Russia, China, North Korea, India, you're going to see an activation of BRICS, okay? With us jumping into it, because, our weapons are being used, do you see Donald Trump having to spend the first couple years of his presidency focusing not on making America great, but one, the DOD, because you got to have a better military to fight a war.
Yep.
Two, fighting to pass a federal voter ID, because I think this is a jump by the Democrats to affect the midterms.
Yeah.
Because if it activates BRICS and it starts a war, and then Trump can't fix the economy or can't do with the economy what he wants, then this is a play for them to take over the House and Senate in the midterms.
Yes to all. Again, how do you stop President Trump from doing what he is capable of doing? How do you stop Pete Hegseth from being able to go in as SecDef and just slash everything and rebuild it from the ground up? You put us in a freaking war to where they inherit a war.
Yep.
That's how you do it. How do you stop? Rumors are it's Kash Patel, but no official thing has come out yet. How do you stop Kash Patel, supposedly from going into the FBI and firing everybody, potentially eliminating the FBI total? Wouldn't that be the most baller move ever? You get named director of the FBI and you fire everyone, including yourself.
Yeah.
But how do you stop that? You stop that by a freaking war going on. To Todd's point, for the midterms, how do you affect the midterms? Right now we got the House and the Senate. How do you get the House and Senate back? Well, you stop Trump from being able to fix the economy. You stop Trump from being able to secure the border. You stop Trump from being able to keep men out of women's sports. Why? Because he has to be focused on being a wartime president now.
Fighting a war and fighting BRICS.
Well, to your point, Graham, and to your point there, Todd, we've talked about it on past shows, how Democrats in the past, they planned for the next election or two elections ahead. So, I know they're down right now, but, and we're over here celebrating that we won the House, Senate, and the presidency, but you're just telling the viewers, we won the battle, but we haven't the war yet.
We got to get out. We got to get out of this mindset that we won the whole thing.
Because we're always just
we didn't win the whole thing.
we're always one news cycle away from losing everything we've gained. You got to remember that. I mean, you got to.
Well, yeah, again, I see some people like Trump will get it done regardless.
That's what I was about to ask. Because like even if this starts right now, you don't think Trump can come in and
I think it makes it
down?
I think it makes it more difficult. I mean, is there a world where, I don't know, just say it out loud. Let's say it all out loud, shall we? So Biden gives permission for Ukraine to use U.S. missiles to attack Russia. Russia then lowers the standards to start a nuclear war. Let's say Russia retaliates. What if Russia drops a nuke in Ukraine? What if?
Have you seen that video?
I mean, no. But I'm just saying real quick. Now, hold on. How does Trump make a phone call January 20th at lunch and is like, hey, it's time for you guys to stop the war now?
Yeah,
I mean,
does anybody
say
call
it out loud like that.
Think
I mean,
about it. Does anybody call Bush on September the 12th and say America needs to calm down?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Hey, we got a new administration now. Let's just stop all this stuff. I'm not saying that sure, President Trump might be able to do it, but just like any person, there comes a point where what's the play for the Democrats? Okay, the Democrats, Trump's going to come in and expose all of us for the evil we are because he's going to fix everything. Okay, how do we stop that from happening? We burn it all to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we stop it from happening. We burn it all to the ground.
Although we do know that Trump is one of those kinds of persons and leaders that I wouldn't put it past him to go just on January 20th, January 21st, he calls and he says, that's my predecessor's war. I didn't want this. I was telling everybody to calm down. Now that he's gone, we're pulling out. So you guys need to, if you guys are in a conflict there.
Look at it like this. Okay. You got a sheriff in your town that sucks. Okay. Sheriff in your town that sucks. Crimes everywhere. Crimes this, crimes that. Somebody comes in and I don't know that they murder your whole family. Okay. 2 months later, new sheriff's in town. He's going to come in and clean everything up. That sheriff tells you to calm down.
Buford Pusser.
Just put it in simplistic terms like that. Now build it up to a nationwide of a fake war anyway that's supposed to draw us into World War III. That's the other thing that everybody's forgetting. This is a fake war that is designed to pull us into World War III in the first place.
Yeah, I know. But to your analogy, Graham, are we talking about Sheriff Joe Schmo or are we talking about White Earp? Because if it's a Sheriff White Earp like Trump is, I'd be more inclined to listen. I'd be like, okay, well,
let's just.
do we want to jump to Trump's video where he responds to this?
I don't think he responded to this. I think this was actually before it happened. But yes, let's play it.
Zelensky needs to have a training accident.
Yeah, it's 6 minutes long, but we can play the first part just to get the gist.
Yeah, we'll play the first part. Make sure to hit the like, share this far and wide so everybody sees it. Play it.
We have never been closer to World War III than we are today under Joe Biden.
This was
a global
right before this happened.
conflict between nuclear-armed powers would mean death and destruction on a scale unmatched in human history. It would be nuclear Armageddon. Nothing is more important than avoiding that nightmare. We will avoid it, but we need new leadership. Every day this proxy battle in Ukraine continues, we risk global war. We must be absolutely clear that our objective is to immediately have a total cessation of hostilities. All shooting has to stop. This is the central issue. We need peace without delay. In addition, there must also be a complete commitment to dismantling the entire globalist neocon establishment that is perpetually dragging us into endless wars, pretending to fight for freedom and democracy abroad, while they turn us into a third world country and a third world dictatorship right here at home. The State Department, the defense bureaucracy, the intelligence services, and all of the rest need to be completely overhauled and reconstituted to fire the deep staters and put America first.
Pause.
We have to put America.
That's why they did it right there. That's why they did it. If you believe that the DC elites started this on purpose, Yes, I said it on purpose. They did it on purpose to stop what he just said right there. I want you to comment yes or no in the chat, and I better see the chat blow up like never before. Because if you don't believe that, I don't even know why you watch the show at this point.
Do you think the DC elites also include the Republican rhinos that are in
Yes.
there as well?
Oh,
Yes.
for sure.
Every single GOP member that has stock in war-based companies, yes, every single one of them. I 100%
If you think for
believe it.
1 second that Biden made that decision at all, you're crazy.
No.
No, Biden didn't make that decision.
He just did what the teleprompter told him to say, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, look, and some of y'all, I love it. We're a family here. I get it. Like some of you guys get mad at me when I go hard in the paint on this stuff. But listen, I'm trying to. It's just like I talk to my kids sometimes too, or a family member that I love so much. Like I love you guys, I really do. What's worrying me? Talk to Charlie Kirk and all these people about it too. What's worrying me right now is we got a little bit of that football team that just won a major game, and then they talk about that trap game next because you got this super high going on. We got to get out of this. We won. The fight is over. No. We won a battle that is crucial for victory of the war, but now we got to have our foot on the gas more than ever. The war ain't over. Literally, metaphorically, physically, spiritually, all the above, the war ain't over. And if I'm coming across strong, it's because I've had a couple days. I got to go up in the woods and retreat for a couple days and really think, really process, really look at everything that's going on. And I'm telling you, they're going to do everything they can to make it as bad as possible for Trump to take over a flaming dumpster fire. That's what they're going to try to do. The battle is not over. And so that's why I'm begging you, please stay in the fight. Please stay in the fight. Keep your armor on. Keep your armor on. Keep your ammo going. Keep your ammo loaded. Keep your weapons intact. Keep them ready at all times, literally or metaphorically, whatever. The war is not over. The end. And we haven't even got to the war we're fighting in D.C. right now. But the war is not over. And so that's why I'm begging you guys, keep you guys on offense, not defense. We got to stay on offense, not defense. Stay on offense, not defense. If you agree with that, comment yes or no in the chat. All right, let's keep going. Let's talk about real quick. Let's go ahead and go to Angel Studios really fast. Let's get that. Let's give love to our sponsors going here. Ladies and gentlemen, Angel Studios is a good sponsor of ours. We love everything that they're doing. It is not unknown that wokeism is rampant in TV and movies. Angel Studios is doing everything they can to combat that. You can support them by going to angel.com/Graham Hope. That's angel.com/Graham Hope. When you do this, you become a member of the Guild. What is the Guild? The Guild gives you access to every single thing Angel Studios has ever done. Plus, it gives you free movie tickets anytime an Angel movie gets put into theaters. And also, it gives you, as a member of the Guild, the ability to cast your vote to decide what gets made next by Angel Studios. It's almost like you, the people, have the power. So, what are you waiting for? Stop giving your money to Netflix and all that other kind of stuff. Go to angel.com/Graham Hope now. That's angel.com/Graham Hope now and become a member of the Guild today. All right, we'll come back to Russia and Ukraine in a minute here.
Russia.
I want to talk about what's going on in D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, MAGA is at war with the elites in D.C. Okay? We are at a time, people are like, unity. No, we're not doing unity here.
No.
No, there ain't no
olive
unity
branch, no none of
right
that.
now. No. It
No.
is scorched earth time. Sorry, it just is. If you agree with that, I want to see some American flags in the chat right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it is MAGA against everybody. And you're either with us or you're in our way. And unfortunately, there's a lot of elites in D.C. that are showing their true colors. And you will be dealt with. put that as a threat, call it a troll, call it whatever you want to, you will be dealt with. Every single one of you disloyal traitors, you will be dealt with. Mitch McConnell, who is not even the Senate Majority Leader now.
God, he sucks.
But my reservations about Thune is simply, why in the world is Mitch McConnell even able to make a freaking claim like this? McConnell has reportedly sent a letter to Trump, or a message to Trump, that there will be no recess appointments. Rick Scott, you know, the guy that we all wanted to be the Senate Majority Leader, but then the senators decided, no, that wasn't going to happen, and they picked Thune. Thune's going to make us doomed to a bad economy, a bad world. Okay, but either way, McConnell sends a message to Donald Trump saying there will be no recess appointments. If I was Donald Trump, I'd take a Polaroid photo of myself, flipping him the bird, and send it right back to him.
I was just going to say
flipping him the bird, and just send it right back to him. Mitch McConnell, good Lord, will you please go back to Kentucky and just end up in whatever demonic grave hole you end up needing to be in? Can you please? Can you plead? Please.
He already looks like rigor mortis is kicking in. Might as
well. All right. Rick Scott, however, you know, the guy we wanted to be the Senate Majority Leader, replies with, yes, there will be. Let's look into this a little bit here. You need to hit that like button. You need to hit that share button right now. Washington, D.C., a New Yorker reporter deleted an X post alleging that a U.S. Senate Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell, Kentucky, said there would be no recess appointments. However, Rick Scott is confirming that this actually did happen because Rick Scott had something to say. Rick Scott responded simply by saying, quote, yes, there will be. Recess appointments, we've talked about this, but we'll say it again, allow the president to make temporary appointments when the Senate is not in session, according to the U.S. Constitution. So basically, the House and the Senate both have to agree to go on recess for an excess of 10 days plus. And if they both agree to do that, the president can appoint every single person of his cabinet to a 2-year appointment. That's all we need. 2 years. 2 years, go do what we got to do, and then bam, it's instant at that point. It's instant. Of course, they'll get confirmed after that because we've done our job. But we already have a list. I saw today that there is a confirmed list of 9 senators that will not vote for Matt Gaetz. And I've heard the list is as high as 20 right now that are not going to confirm Matt Gaetz. Need I remind you, we can only lose 3. Okay? So Matt Gaetz, I believe, needs to be the Attorney General. If you agree with that, comment yes or no in the chat right now. I believe that Pete Hegseth needs to be the Secretary of Defense. If you agree with that, comment yes or no in the chat right now. I think that their candidacy for that is dead on arrival in the current GOP Senate. I just do. I don't see it. I don't see a path unless Donald Trump is working some magic in the background on how to get this done, except from recess appointments. So Donald Trump sent a message across the bow yesterday, and this is what he had to say about the Matt Gaetz appointment specifically. Trump has told Senate Majority Leader Thune that if Matt Gaetz is not confirmed by the Senate, he will appoint him using the Federal Vacancies Reform Act of 1998. What is this, you might ask? Don't worry, we'll read it here. Let's make it a little, can we click on it? There we go. All right, the Committee on Governmental Affairs, to which was referred the bill, Section 2176, to provide a mechanism for the temporary filling of positions that are legally appointed by the president. By and with the advance and consent of the Senate, and having considered the same, reports favorably on the bill as amended and recommended the bill as amended do pass. So they passed this bill. The purpose, what's the purpose? The purpose of S-2176, the Federal Vacancies Reform Act, is to create a clear and exclusive process to govern performances of duties of offices in the executive branch that are filled through presidential appointment by and with the consent of the Senate when a Senate confirmed official has died, resigned, or is otherwise unable to perform the functions and duties of the office. So in other words, President Trump just said, suck it, is what he said. But the thing we got to realize is we're at war on all fronts here. President Trump has not even sworn into office yet, and he's already having to threaten the Senate Majority Leader for the past 4 days, Senator Thune. Hey, you don't get this crap done, we're doing this.
Yeah.
So is this one of those instances where they can hold up all the process, with
Yes.
court and all that stuff?
Yes.
So
Think of it like this. Trump swears into office January 20th. You would hope that they would have confirmed all these people by now, but let's say they don't.
Mm-hmm.
President Trump can't even do this until after he's officially president. Like, the goal is to have all this stuff rocking and ready to go by January 20th.
And this is exactly why we say term limits should be a thing moving forward, because a lot of these entrenched rhinos in there, they're the ones holding up the whole process.
Well, and they can raise Cain about this if they want to, but let us remember, and for those of you who don't know, the Mr. Yes We Can, Obama, he made 32 recess appointments when he was president.
Correct.
So,
and that's okay. Remember, like it's okay for him to do it. The point is we have traitors amongst us. We have traitors in our midst, and they're exposing themselves. The question is, what are we going to do about it? Now, here's the thing. I believe President Trump is going to get this done. But are we simply going to move on come 2026? Or are we going to do everything we can to get these people out of there? Because that's what needs to happen. All right, what's the next thing we got next?
Next thing we got is the deportation stuff.
Okay, all right. This is Trump confirming that he will deploy the military for mass deportation plan. Another reason why you start World War III. Can't use the military to help deport people if they're fighting a freaking war.
for real.
Is it starting to click to any of you right now? Why would they do this all of a sudden? Well, Trump confirms that he plans on deploying the U.S. military to go get these illegal aliens, illegal criminals out of our streets. The president-elect posted True on Truth Social in response to a conservative activist reports on the incoming administration's preparations. Donald Trump confirms that he will use the military. As the president-elect plans to begin the process of deporting immigrants in the U.S. Illegally in his first 100 days, Trump's team is working to craft executive orders that can withstand legal challenges from immigration advocates to avoid a defeat like the one his 2017 Muslim ban faced. They are also expected to end a visa-free parole process for immigrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. But Trump will also face logistical challenges like expanding the capacity of detention centers and tackling the immigration court backlog. Let me make this bigger so I can read it better. The president-elect's growing cabinet already features hardliners on immigration with former acting Immigration and Customs Enforcement Director Thomas Homan. Is it Homan? Homan?
That's what I say, Homan.
Homan to be the border czar, and South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem to lead the Department of Homeland Security. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump plans to get the freaking illegal criminals out of the country using the military, which should be done because it's a state of emergency for the country, by the way. How do you stop him from doing it? You start World War III. Yes.
I have a great plan for this. I say we still use the military to round up all the illegal immigrants, give them minimal training, throw them on the front line of whatever war is going on and say, here, you're a human shield. If you survive, we'll give you a path to citizenship. Done.
Make Tony Deputy Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, there you go.
Human shield? Holy cow.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously, I mean, what? I mean,
Hey, man,
you already broke the law of being
If
in
you're
here.
dumb as bricks joining the military, guess what you are? You're a bullet catcher. Like, that's just the way that it is. Like, sorry. Can you blink and breathe at the same time? Here's an M4. See you later. There you go. Like, this is the way that it is. And people get mad about this stuff, but it's true. Ladies and gentlemen, here's another thing. My, oh my, how quickly the time. Speaking of immigration, illegal immigration, check this out. Canada's gay prime minister, Justin Trudeau, put this crotchal shot out of an announcement. Who said, you know what, this is the frame we need to start with?
Right here.
Who did this? This is the one. Apparently, Canada now realizes that they made a mistake with illegal immigration and now is putting a freeze on it for the next 3 years. Play the clip. Can't make it up. Can't make it up.
Immigration. Let's talk about it.
Oh
In the
my
last 2
God.
years, our population has grown really fast, like baby boom fast. And increasingly, bad actors like fake colleges and big chain corporations have been exploiting our immigration system for their own interests. So we're doing something major. We're reducing the numbers of immigrants that will come to Canada for the next 3 years. Today, I'm going to let you in on what happened, where we made some mistakes, and why we're taking this big turn.
In other words, we're getting overrun by illegal immigrants, and we have a tiny population. There's only 41 million people in all of Canada. We ain't got the money. And holy crap, we got to stop all illegal immigrants coming to the country. Now, Justin Trudeau can say that, and nobody gives a crap. Everybody's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we say, holy crap, we got at least 10 million illegal criminals in the country right now. We got to do the biggest mass deportation ever in American history, and everybody, they're literally starting World War III because of it. Literally starting World War III. I want to go to the 60 Minutes clip.
Got it.
Because I want to talk. Well, hold on. No, maybe not. Let's go for our win really quick in Pennsylvania. My bad. Speaking of being at war, Pennsylvania was trying to steal a Senate seat and trying to steal a Pennsylvania Supreme Court seat. But rest assured, Laura Trump and the RNC and everybody and all our lawyers, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court has again ruled in favor of Dave McCormick and the RNC, demanding that Democrat counties stop counting misdated, undated, or otherwise disqualified ballots, illegal immigrant voting, as they attempt to steal the election for Democrat Bob Casey.
I love how you just looked at me when you said illegal immigrant.
Well, you're the only one here in the studio, Tony.
Okay,
So,
okay.
you know, I was looking at a human being. Excuse me. If you are pumped and you are so proud of Laura Trump for putting it to these cheating liars, give me an American flag for Laura Trump in the comment section. If you believe Rick Scott is correct and Laura Trump should be the senator, the next senator for the state of Florida, give me an American flag in the Trump right now. I want to see the American flags take off. Take off. I'm going to send this clip to Laura myself. I want to see as many American flags as possible. Boom, boom. Let's go.
I don't understand how all these voting politicians, whoever they appoint for all the keep counting the ballots, how they're not arrested immediately. They're going against what the Supreme Court had already ruled.
To be clear, the GOP actually responded and said every single person that was involved in counting these illegal ballots, you will be going to jail. I hope you look good in orange because you're going to jail.
Orange is the
if
new
you
black.
agree that they should go to jail, give me an American flag. Keep the American flags going.
More
Let's
flags.
go. Let's more flags. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, we are at war. Internally, and I firmly believe that they're trying to start World War III right now in front of our very eyes to make President Trump less effective. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm begging you to please check out our sponsors. Please go to the Wellness Company. That's twc.health/Graham. If you're on Rumble, the link is right there. And please text the word Graham. That's GRAHAM to 989898 right now. All right, let's keep going. All right, so all of a sudden we got this report that Morning Joe Scarborough, or whatever his freaking name is, loser. We heard all this stuff that MSNBC was for sale. And we thought it would be really funny if Elon Musk bought MSNBC.
Yeah, it would.
But then these reports come out that MSNBC actually went and had a meeting with Donald Trump. Now we're going to play a before and after clip here. It's about 2 minutes and 50 seconds, but it's worth every bit of your time. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that share button to a dim that may be in your family to show pure hypocrisy at its best. Let's play this clip. This is before the election, after the election. Play it.
And then he says that the news network that is most critical of him should be taken off the air. This is not a reach. I could go back and talk about Nazi Germany, and I do it I do it without any concerns whatsoever. And if people
'Cause he's
can't
Hitler,
start drawing
right?
the parallels, well, you're just stupid, or you have your head in the sand, or you're one of them.
Over the past week, Joe and I have heard from so many people, from political leaders to regular citizens, deeply dismayed by several of President-elect Trump's cabinet selections, and they are scared. Last Thursday, we expressed our own concerns on this broadcast and even said we would appreciate the opportunity to speak with the president-elect himself. On Friday, we were given the opportunity to do just that. Joe and I went to Mar-a-Lago to meet personally with President-elect Trump. It was the first time we have seen him in 7 years.
Now, we talked
7
about a lot
years.
of issues, including abortion, mass deportation, threats of political retribution against political opponents, and media outlets. We talked about that a good bit. And it's going to come as no surprise to anybody who watches this show, has watched it over the past year or over the past decade, that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of issues, and we told him so.
What we did agree on was to restart communications. My father often spoke with world leaders with whom he and the United States
Pause.
profoundly
I can't listen to that
disagree.
crap anymore.
Whatever.
In other words, our network is up for sale. Our jobs and our butts are on the line. Dear Daddy Trump, will you please allow us to interview you on our network because we need the views, and we are groveling, succubus, blood-sucking, soul-ending losers.
Nope.
And now we please, on our hands and knees, grovel before you. Oh, mighty Trump, will you please allow us to still have a job? Please, can we do whatever we got to do to please have a job,
Daddy
please?
Trump.
That
is
is
hilarious.
we thought we were going to win the election and
Yep.
we were going to continue this.
Oh,
Holy
crap, we're
gonna
out of a
lose
job.
Our jobs.
Yep, we
Nope.
are out of a job. If
Take
you
your
think
olive branch and shove it right up your.
If
Yeah.
you think that Trump should take a second Polaroid photo of flipping the bird and send it directly to the owners of MSNBC,
100%.
give me a yes or no in the chat right now. I would personally make it my goal to bankrupt them. I would give interviews to every single person under the sun except CNN and MSNBC. And I would tell every single person in my cabinet, every person in my administration,
No
and
interview.
every MAGA politician, go everywhere but CNN and MSNBC. Bankrupt all of them. Bankrupt all of them. Dan Bongino said it the other day. Cutesy time's over. I'm here to take your world from you. The end. You tried to destroy us. Need I remind you for a minute? Let me get on a tangent. Need I remind you that everyone here and everyone with Bongino and Charlie Kirk and all of us, we all had to have conversations with our families that if we lost the election, we might have to legit go into hiding because the Kamala Harris administration made it clear that they were going to prosecute us and come after us and try to throw us in jail. And you want us to be nice to you? No. I'm not going to throw you in jail, but I will bankrupt you. I will end. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong. You can tell me, but QC time's over. I'm coming for everything you got. If you agree with that, comment yes or no in the chat right now. QC time's over. We're coming for everything.
You know I do.
Everything.
How do you think
I
that
ain't
meeting?
turning the other cheek. I mean, I love Jesus and I believe I'm going to heaven, but I ain't that good a Christian.
Hey
yet. I
man,
ain't
you only got
turning
4
the other cheek.
cheeks. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How do you think that meeting went in the morning with the CNBC people when the manager's like, "Well, here's what's going on. We're gonna have to grovel and try to get Trump back on."
They don't care. They don't care because they want a paycheck. They have no
It's just their
morals. They have
assignment.
no
What-
values. They have no morals.
Yeah, it's just their assignment. What are we supposed to talk about today? Oh, well, we need Trump on our good side, so let's talk good about him. All right. It's just
Yeah.
here for a paycheck.
Yeah.
And
They're
the
just there for a paycheck.
second there is a little sliver and a little gap in the fence that they can dive through to start this crap all over again, they're going to do it. So go pound sand, MSNBC. No.
I mean, I think that it's time to end them. I really do. I think it's time to end them. I think it's time to end all of, and by end, Media Matters. I'm not talking about killing nobody.
Oh, God.
Destiny did talk about that. Did you see that?
What?
Destiny went out. You guys know
Oh,
what I'm
he
talking
went
about
out.
Destiny?
I hope they all
He
die.
went out and literally was like, I hope if every one of them were killed, that'd be a good thing. Like he was like this. That is the left's mindset, man.
Yeah, but ain't this a dude that
But
like
Media Matters will never clip that.
watches other guys like have fun with his wife? You can't take somebody like that.
Because Media Matters is like funded by the left. But either way,
I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, I mean, this is just my opinion, obviously, but why do we even need news outlets like MSNBC and CNN and Fox and all
we don't.
that? Because
we are the media now.
Exactly. I mean,
we are you.
We saw in the election, we were seeing the real numbers come in online, and they weren't calling any of the races. They were just kept on stretching it out.
And we called it before he was even there. If you believe that we are the media now, and I'm not talking about us here at Dear America, I'm talking about you, the viewer. I want you to comment, we are, in the chat right now. Empower yourselves. You are the media now. You are the source of news and information for people in the country to understand. I want you to comment, we are, in the chat right now. Give yourself some love. Give yourself some appreciation for what you have done to transform this country. It is because of people like you. We're only 4 voices here. If you guys don't watch, if you guys don't listen, if you guys don't share, nobody hears anything. You are the media now, not us. You. I want you to comment, we are, in the chat.
The reality is the closest that you will ever get to hearing the truth is listening to independent creators like us, like Bongino, like Charlie Kirk. They're not bound. We are not bound by network television or by bosses who are telling us what we can and cannot say. If you don't think that that's actually happening, even at Fox News, when Tucker Carlson was removed off the network, they were told, do not talk about Tucker.
Yeah.
That is they are on a dog leash, even at Fox News. But independent creators like us, like Bongino and Charlie, like I mentioned, are not. We do not have those constraints. Nobody's telling us what to say.
And you're seeing it right now. You got people on Fox News going on tirades about Matt Gaetz and all this other stuff. Let's go to this Matt Gaetz clip. All right, this is another reason. Why are they starting World War III? Okay, because we want to put people in charge that are going to stop World War III. Here we go. This is Matt Gaetz. Let's listen to this.
I think that the reason we are as involved in Ukraine as we are is because Afghanistan wound down. And if we still had Afghanistan to launder money through, there probably wouldn't be the need for this type of excessive involvement in Ukraine. But I think we can look at Afghanistan and we can look at what's going on here and say what a lot of these defense contractors are pushing toward is how to have an extended kind of low yield war. Like if there's a way to stretch this thing out, turn it into a 20, 30 year kind of thing where there's a whole lot of money moving around and unaccountable pots and a lot of weapons getting bought. And then, oh man, the stockpiles, well, we got to spend more money to reload those. I think that the reason we are as involved in Ukraine as we are is because Afghanistan wound down. And if we still had Afghanistan to launder money through, there probably wouldn't be the need for this type of excessive involvement in Ukraine. But I think we can look at Afghanistan.
That's why they're wanting to start World War III
100%.
right there, because of Matt Gaetz. But don't worry, 60 Minutes also had some things to say about Trump's picks. All right, so let's listen to look at Brian Crassington. What a
Bigly.
What a
Bigly
happy man. MAGA is bigly mad at this opening of 60 Minutes last night. What kind of loser whose best friends are 17-year-olds playing Fortnite in their basement says some stuff like that?
I've never heard the word bigly used in a sentence.
This dude, no, Donald Trump did, but the way that they say this kind of stuff, it's just, dude, this dude is weird, bro. He's weird. But anyway, here's 60 Minutes. Here we go.
Some nominees appear to have no compelling qualifications other than loyalty to Trump. The nominees are Senator Marco Rubio for Secretary of State, Pete Hegseth to lead the 3 million people of the Department of Defense. He's a combat veteran, most recently a morning show host on Fox News with no government experience. Former Congressman Matt Gaetz for Attorney General, in charge of law enforcement. Gaetz has been investigated by Republicans for alleged drug use and sex with a minor.
And found nothing. They always leave that part out.
Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard for Director of National Intelligence. She sought a pardon for Edward Snowden, who leaked U.S. secrets and now lives in Russia. And Robert Kennedy Jr. for Secretary of Health and Human Services, a skeptic of vaccinations. Some nominees appear to have
Good.
no compelling qualifications.
You guys remember when 60 Minutes didn't suck? Me either.
Yeah.
Me either.
God.
What I find ironic and funny is that did they do the same thing when Obama was picking all his picks?
Yeah.
And,
where was the this dude's a man or this chick's a man segments about
for Biden? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the director of Health and Human Services is fat, obese, and doesn't know that she is actually a he. Where are those hit pieces?
Doesn't
That's
every
the assistant
incoming
secretary? What they're going after? What's funny is they're going after RFK because they're saying he's not a doctor. The current Secretary of Health and Human Service is also a lawyer, just like RFK. The assistant director is a doctor that can't tell the difference between a man and a woman.
And fat and obese.
And fat and obese.
And fat and obese.
Yeah, but doesn't every administration coming in bring the people that are loyal to them because they want to get stuff done? They want their policies to pass.
I love the statement, like, who's like, you know what, I'm going to pick some people, and I'm going to pick people that hate my guts to be in my cabinet.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want, you know what, AOC, come on. I want you to be my chief of staff. You're going to be my chief of staff, AOC. Rashid Tlaib, you hate America. You're the new SecDef. Like who does that? What a bunch of freaking morons. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about this next little thing right here. A good friend of mine, there's been a lot, all eyes are kind of on Dan Bongino right now. I hope he's not mad about this clip right here. But all eyes are kind of on Dan Bongino right now. It cannot be unseen, him hanging out with pretty much Trump's entire upper cabinet in New York City for a UFC. In fact, he was the only outlier there. Like every other person outside of his children were part of his new cabinet, part of his new administration, and or were already part of the House or the Senate. And then there was Dan Bongino. This is Dan Bongino addressing those rumors. If you think Dan Bongino is the new director of Secret Service, comment yes or no in the chat right now. It's 11,000 people on Rumble alone. What do you think? Do you think Dan Bongino should be the new director of Secret Service? Comment yes or no in the chat. I want to see it blow up. I want to see the chat blow up. I want to know your thoughts. This is Dan Bongino addressing those rumors yesterday. All right, let's play this.
So I know a lot of you are interested in a lot of the behind the scenes about who's what. I'm just here again to repeat. None of this stuff is my decision, okay, about anything. You guys know what I'm talking about. And there's a lot to think about if that decision were to happen. And you guys will be the first to know, okay? Because I love you and you guys matter. And so just hang with me, you know? So I know a lot of you are interested.
I love
Dan
that.
Bongino's the director of Secret Service.
Yes, without a doubt.
Did you see the emotion in his eyes there?
Absolutely.
I think that maybe the official thing has not come his way yet. But if you don't think that they had conversations about it in New York, and then for Dan to say, you know, just hang with me. And right there, can we go back to that part right there? He almost chokes up there. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. It's right towards the end. Go to like the last 5 seconds. Right there. All right, just watch when he says, just hang with me. He chokes up right there. Play it.
Guys matter. And
right there.
So just hang with me, you know? So
that
see
little
that
wink thing, like that's all those little face movements are him trying to hide the emotion. All those little the squinting and it's him trying to hide it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and maybe I'm wrong, and I'll put it out there. I could be wrong, but you know, why put that out there in the way that he put it out? That there was a lot of emotions there, and I love that he said that there's a lot of things to work out, and so here's what I want to say as well. You know, I think that there's a lot of people who are going to be getting calls, that have gotten calls. I think there's a lot of things that are going to happen. And there's a lot of people that have been writing me because so many of you remember 2 years ago after the midterm elections, I said that I was going to give it my all to try to help and do my part to win this thing. And then we would assess the future of Dear America after that. And so this is not me giving you any kind of thing because we're not there yet. But I will say that, kind of in a similar thing with Dan, none of what happens next is necessarily 100% in my control. Just like Dan said there, none of what happens next is 100% in his control. But there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of moving parts happening. There's a lot of things going on. And so, if and when there's something to talk about, just like Dan said to his audience, just like I'm saying to you, you guys won't be the first to know. Obviously, Alyssa would be the first, and the guys here would be the first or the second to know. But you guys would be right there if there's something to talk about. Right now, just like Dan said, there's nothing to talk about right this second. And I hope that makes sense to everyone. I hope you can pick up what I'm laying down in those regards. I will say this. Nothing stays the same for forever, and that's not always a bad thing. That's not always a bad thing. Oftentimes it can be a good thing. We will see what the next couple weeks bring us. It's going to be a wild next couple weeks. And I just want to say that we love and appreciate you guys for showing up. Right now, I don't know how many people are watching. It's like 15-something thousand people across all platforms. You guys hang out with us every day. And, we love you guys. And, I reached out to Dan yesterday and just encouraged him after I saw that. We talked for a brief moment. And I think that there's going to be a lot of changes here soon. And I think that even though there will be some changes, I think that they're going to be good changes. That's what I think. That's not a hint about anything. That's just a statement of fact. I think there's going to be a lot of changes. And I think that all of those changes are going to lead to what I truly believe is going to be the best for the country, whatever those decisions may be. That I have no say-so in it, and neither does Dan. So, just want to say that we love you guys. And so that's all we got for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that share button. If you want to ask some super questions, now's the time to get those in. And please protect yourself and your family. Go to the Wellness Company. That's twc.health/Graham right now and text the word Graham. That's GRAHAM to 989898 right now. Todd, let's pray this thing out, and then we got super questions to answer. Let's do it.
Father, we just thank you for a good show, Father. As I always thank you for being able to share this show, share this screen with these three other men, and just the boldness that you give us to send our voices out into the void, to just reach as many people as we possibly can with the message of you, the sacrifice that your son made for every single one of us, and for your grace, love, and mercy that is fresh for us every single day. Father, if there is a listener out there that has never met you, that has never felt the full extent of that grace and the love that you show us every single day, Father, I ask that you just meet those individuals where they are and reveal yourself to them. And Father, whatever comes next, whether it be for Graham, whether it be for Bongino, I just ask that for both of these men and for their teams, that you give them the knowledge, you give them the understanding, and you just give them the knowledge to make the right choice and keep them in your perfect will, not their will, inside your perfect will. Father, we love you. We thank you for all that you do. And all God's people said.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, let's do super
chats. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Let's do it.
Boom. And first one.
Manly Tatas. Did anybody else get bingo for this year? No, I didn't.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Maybe there's another piece of this later. We'll come back.
I think, okay, so you remember everybody was talking about like the 2024 bingo card. This wasn't on my bingo card. Like, things that you thought was going to happen. Did enough things happen this year that you thought were going to happen?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Did I have them?
Bingo.
Did I have them starting World War III to mess up Trump? Yeah, I think we talked about
bingo.
Yeah, good catch, Royce.
Thanks.
D-Weed.
In with the youth stuff.
Have you all looked into the Brunson case that's at the Supreme Court? No. No idea.
No.
Charles Brunson? Or is that Charles Bronson?
I don't know.
Appetizer. Biden getting last cash cow payout before leaving office. I agree with that. I can't disagree with that. That checks.
Next.
Unruly sugar. I don't understand why we don't already have processes in place when a government is being tyrannical and not protecting its people. To step in and dismantle them immediately, please explain. Well, it's really simple. If there's no money in it for politicians, they don't step in. It's really that simple. You can look at Afghanistan, leaving the $1 billion of equipment there. You can look at the Iraq war with Dick Cheney and Halliburton, and you can look at Ukraine. If there's no money in the politician's pocket going in, they don't step in. Really simple. Dennis Ward. Democrats are also trying to destroy the MAGA movement as much as they are trying to destrow Trump.
Exactly.
Of course, they've been
That's
doing
what
that.
So that's against everybody. That's what I'm saying. MAGA against everybody.
And I have to update what Graham has said a couple times this show. It's not just the war's never going to be over. Like, never. This war is never going to end until they put this guy, and this guy in the ground. The war's not over, and it's never going to end. So you got to stay vigilant. No complacency.
100.
First Sergeant Robinson. Good morning, troops. As you know, especially Todd and Graham, the war machine is a big deal. Look what happened in Iraq. Still wondering why we were there, other than Dick Cheney making money off of Halliburton. There you go. First Sergeant Robinson.
Ladies and gentlemen, look, I don't know why everybody keeps saying Graham for press secretary. Caroline Leavitt has already been named press secretary. So I don't know. just go ahead. I could confidently say that is not true because Caroline Leavitt is the press secretary for the White House.
Greggy Bongo. Canada is putting a stop to immigration for the next 3 years to keep the leftist progressive Riri's from moving there because of Trump. I didn't think of that. That's okay. You know, all the actors that are going to leave America.
That's actually a pretty good
Probably,
I guess.
I should really mess them up, and we should move to Canada.
No,
just to mess with Canada. Just be like, yeah, we're here, and we hate you.
Canada.
Ripped Van Winkle.
Blame Canada. All right.
Biden is just the mouthpiece. The real ones who are heating up Ukraine and Russia are the weapons manufacturers who attended Diddy parties with Obama. Where's the lie?
Yep. Ding, ding, ding.
Chris A. Henry. Cutesy time is over. Thank you, Dan. That's the shirt I had on Election Day when I got weirdest comment. Now you know.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Got
it. Yeah.
On this stream, they got weirdest comment.
Yeah, I don't remember what they said.
Somebody
said, "Am I replacing Pete on Fox?" Fox News would never call me. No, I'm just being honest. Like
you
Pete,
don't think so?
No, me and Pete are boys. Like Pete. I would go on Fox and Friends all the time because of Pete. Me and Jesse are cool. I go on Jesse's show all the time. I am not Fox material. Back in the day when I thought Fox was cool, I tried. I'm not Fox material. I for dang sure ain't Fox material now. So I can also put that one to rest. That is definitely also not happening. I love the guessing that's going on, but I love that.
For the right amount of money, I can tell you where he sent his resume. All right, Greggy Bongo. I've been a guild member for over a year. Definitely worth it. My kids love Tuttle Twins. So do I.
Exactly. Become a member of the guild right now. That's angel.com/Graham Hope.
Graham put his application in to the View. He's going to join Whoopi. B4G.
Could you imagine? Seriously, could you imagine just for a minute? My face would be like this all the time.
And red.
Every time they speak, it's just like, good Lord, how have you survived this long? Would be my question. Like, how have you?
Do you remember to blink and breathe?
Graham's word would always be ill. Every time they're talking.
Are you stupid? B4G Outdoors. Men, everyone, really, but especially men, need to stand up and quit being backbone-less and lead not only their families back to Christ, but if we had true heads of house type men, this would get better.
100%.
We say that all the time.
Men need to be men. Men need to be men.
Many. NZAB09. Why does President Trump give access to people who hate him? He does it all the time, thinking he will turn them to his side. Maggie, Joe, Micah, Bob Woodward, etc. Just stop it. They suck.
I think it's more of a, let them come in here, sure, kind of thing. So that way they can't do the, he won't even talk to us, blah, 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 So I think it's
well, I also think Trump has very high hopes to bring unity to the country. And I think by bringing in the other side, he might see that as a path to do that. Because he doesn't want, his goal is to end all these wars. He doesn't want this divide of the country, I don't think. Anyways.
He wants to heal the country for sure.
Brett M 2007, thanks guys for the great show. Graham, if you lose Todd or Tony, your show is screwed. Just saying. On that note, pray for this country. It's scary times. The war is not over.
Hey man, under that I can retire now. Then
I'm telling
just
you.
let me leave and Todd and Tony take the show. Under that.
Tell them the truth.
Nobody said that yesterday when you weren't here.
I know, right?
Just tell them the truth. Tell them I'm leaving. That's what just let the cat out of the bag. Everybody keeps asking.
Jennifer Mitz. Todd, responding to Hot Seat from yesterday. I've been a groomer for 20 years. Doodles are no small task. Please take Sadie to a professional groomer. Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely should have happened.
Dog.
Yeah, the dog. Yeah.
It's not a good time in our world to say you're a professional groomer.
Yeah, right. That's what I read that
Put
wrong.
dog groomer in front of it. It's just not a good time. It's not a good time in our world to be like, I'm a professional groomer. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm a professional dog groomer. You know what I mean? Like, it's just put the animal in front of it.
Bad, kind of.
It's not a good time. Not a good time.
The Wolf 092, I'm getting a Dear America / Bongino show collab, possibly.
We collabed once.
That's
when
a
you were
fun,
at when you were at the RNC.
That's a fun idea. That's fun. Fun idea. That's going to be my answer to a lot of these things. That's fun. That's a fun idea.
Good morning. Are you still planning to talk with Alex Jones?
Yeah. So Alex Jones, people reached out. Alex Jones, he's super paranoid about things, and rightfully so. I had to submit episodes of our show to his people. And then all this stuff happened with the auction and everything like that. So, Alex Jones would love to have him on at any time whenever he, they're coming after him hard right now. So,
Alex Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Sereno, any update on book number 3?
The update is I have not had time. Is the update. Book, hey man, it's hard work writing a book. Like, people may not think that. It really is. You think you got a lot of stories to tell and you think you got a lot of stuff to talk about, so you got to write 80,000 words and make it make sense. And it's a whole different ball game.
That's why you use ChatGPT.
Will there eventually be a book number 3? Probably, but right now just been focused on, winning the country. So.
Next.
Constantine. There any chance the corrupt criminals, politicians, deep state go to jail like Trump's war plans? I'm sure he wouldn't announce this. We can have 4 good years, but if there's no consequences, they do it again.
Correct.
So, yep, I agree.
Yep.
I agree. Yep. Jay Osborne. My nephew Leo was born on 7/4 and has been in the hospital since birth with a heart defect. He's having open heart surgery tomorrow morning. Please pray for him, his parents, the doctors, and the staff. Done.
Absolutely.
For sure done. Prayers for Leo. Kiloho. I bought Wellness Pack, member of Angel Studios. I have Birch Gold. Any sponsors I've missed?
Hey man, look,
awesome.
Kaloho, we love you. Look, guys, here's another thing, and Alex Jones talks about this all the time, and so let me say this to you. We bring sponsors that we believe add value to you and your lives. However, sometimes I feel like people need to be reminded this stuff ain't free, and the only way that we're able to still be on the air is by your support on this. And so, you can support us and keep this show on the air by going and supporting the sponsors that support this show. People ask us all the time, how can we help? That's how you can help. That's how you allow us to continue to bring the truth every single day. So the sponsors that we did today, we believe that they can add value in your life right now because of what's going on in the world. So go to twc.health/Graham. Text the word Graham to 989898 right now, or go to angel.com/Graham Hope. That's how you support us. Next.
We also love and support people like Backyard Butchers and Ready Pantry, who are doing the same thing, are just kind of there for you when you need to be prepared.
Yeah, exactly.
Just other ones that you may have missed that we talk about often.
Little Mama Lee, we love you, South Carolina Senator Graham Allen.
There's been a lot of talks about that lately, for sure. Lindsey Graham sucks. Everybody knows it. I've been on a mission lately to find one person who's a Republican in South Carolina that actually likes Lindsey Graham. And so far, I'm batting 1,000 that I've not met one Republican that likes Lindsey Graham. Not one. I mean, if there's my fellow South Carolinians in the chat right now, maybe I'm wrong. But I have not met a single Republican that is like, dude, Lindsey Graham's killing it, dog. Like nothing. And so, anyway, all right, next.
Ghost Ride. The response to corruption is the people. Stay vigilant. Agreed.
Correct. Yes.
Chrissy Campo. There'd be a lot more high-pitched Graham yelling video clips on the internet if he joined The View.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I would be hilarious. To be clear, if I went on The View, I would become the most famous conservative of all time, because it would be nothing but, like, you realize you're retarded, right? Like, I would bring back retarded on live TV, like national TV right there in the middle of New York when they film it too. Like, you know, and I would just be like, I'd wear a shirt that says, I hate all these people, and it point both directions just every day. And I'd be like Tyrus. I'd be like Tyrus on Gutfield. I'd dress like this, and I'd just show up and be like, all right, what we got today? You know, kind of thing. I'm telling you, it'd be rough.
C. Carmine. Hey guys, thank you for all that you do. Today is my birthday. Can I ask for a happy birthday?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños.
There you go. Nope. Bail. Something bail. I'm not saying the first part.
What?
Whatever happens.
Jizzball.
Yeah, Jizzball. There you go.
Jizzball.
Yeah, Jizzball. Whatever happens, know that prayers will always be with you guys. And as long as you are in God's will, you guys will be blessed.
Exactly. Hear.
Yep.
Hear.
Hear ye.
Never go full retard. C.H. Miller. Dan loves his audience. If he takes this position, he leaves that behind. Of course, it's emotional.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah,
man.
100%. I mean, and think about this. Like even Pete. Like Pete left Fox News. It is undoubted that he's one of the most beloved people that are still on Fox. Okay, he's leaving a 7-figure salary to go be all the scrutiny he's already under. And he ain't even been appointed to it yet. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I think, again, this is a firm statement I 100% am confident in making. There's going to be a lot of people in this administration that are known by all of you. And this is going to be a very difficult decision for a lot of those people. And it is considered, you know, honestly putting the uniform back on, serving again. And a lot of people are going to be in this administration that are famous in their own rights, have major conservative audiences. I believe that. One might be one that has arguably the biggest conservative audience in the world. And its name rhymes with van. I don't know. You know, we'll see.
116 German boy. Ever heard of Pastor Ed Newton at Community Bible Church in Texas? He's an amazing pastor. He helped lead me to make the decision to give my life to Christ when I was at church camp many years ago.
That's awesome. I hadn't, but I'll check it out.
Check it out. Melissa Foster at Caloho, Patriot Mobile, Ready Pantry. Just the ones you don't know.
There you go. Patriot Mobile, Ready Pantry. PatriotMobile.com/Graham, ReadyPantry.com/Graham.
Yeah, what he said.
And last one.
KC13, I pre-ordered your songs, Graham. Love the show, always.
Hey, man. You know, yeah, I got no clue what you're talking about. That's awesome.
Oh, one more.
Ram, are you taking over Bongino's show when he's called up to run the Secret Service?
Wow,
Miss Ryan.
that's a fun idea.
That's a fun idea.
That's my
his
response
response.
to everything. That's a fun idea.
That's a silly idea.
Again, look, remember when I said a lot of this stuff is out of our decision? It's not up to Dan if he gets tapped to be director of Secret Service. But if he gets tapped, he's already said that he'll do it. It's not up to me or whoever else it may be if Dan taps somebody else to come take over his show. It's not up to me if I get a call from the White House or Trump's administration to go to D.C. myself. Like, none of those things are within our control at all. And so, hey, that's a fun idea. That's all I can say about that. That's a fun idea.
Everybody remember, I mean, if you get a call from the White House to go to work for them or go do a job for them, how do you turn that down? I mean, it's one of those types of things where obviously there's an incoming team over there, and they are having conversations, and whoever they're selecting, they've gone through a process. And if you get a call to go work for the White House, seriously, how do you turn it down?
You don't. I mean, you don't.
It would be a fun idea.
Yep. There is one more from R.Y. Britannia. Yeah, I was 18 and my husband was 21 when we married. Today we are celebrating our 30th anniversary. The road has been long and full of potholes, but worth the ride. 3 kids, 3 grandkids.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
30 years. That is amazing.
Somebody in the chat said Graham today's the emoji. Like that. That's a fun. That's fun. That would be a fun.
That's a fun idea.
That's a fun idea. Yeah, that's a fun idea. All right, guys, that's all we got for today's episode. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure to hit that like button. Please make sure to hit the share button so more people see it far and wide. Don't forget to check out Todd's show In the Hot Seat today at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We love you guys. We appreciate every single one of you. Tony, say goodbye.
Hasta mañana, everybody.
Royce.
Goodbye. See you guys tomorrow.
Todd.
Love you, miss you, mean it.
And as always, I'm Graham Allen. Stay awake, not woke. Trust in God, not the government. And as always, stay free.